So we did like a crazy furnace puzzle last time. We had to leave off, and we're finishing this up today because since it keeps time away, I'm assuming if 13 hours pass, something terrible would happen. I will imagine, since the time on the cat was for 13 hours. So it's been a few hours. So let's see what happens. So I'm really at the point where I don't think this is real. Like, I think this is some kind of, I think this is either a therapy session or he's losing his mind. Oh yeah, we left off on a puzzle, so this looks like a border. So I guess we'll just start here. See what other pieces. Looks like it's sideways, because there's a face of somebody right there. Can I get that thumbs up? Looks like it should go together there. These rotate? Ah, they can rotate. So seriously, those look like they go together. Looks like that's probably maybe, no, it looks like a pair of legs, maybe some arms. So I don't know what that's, like some paperclip thing. Okay, so I don't think I can move that. Okay, so that's the one I need to connect them to. Since it rotates. So that's like an arm or something now. Looks like some arms too. Trash can piece or something like that. Wherever the hell that goes, that looks like it goes to that. like it connects to that. Like a leg or something, but I don't. Looks like it's pot. Find out the part of. Looks like there's like a bit of a little hand in that corner there. Looks like maybe a bill. Wait. Part of his face there. It looks like part of an arm in that. Where's the west? Oh, okay, no one. This probably goes. So it's probably the bottom or the white side. I don't have a corner piece. Now we're getting some of this stuff fall into place. And yeah, that should be his arm there then. go down here. Yeah, there's a pant legs. Well. This looks like someone's arm. Ah. Looks like some kind of graduation. Oh, that was Papa's pants. Class of '82. Why would there be a picture of his, like, graduation? Yeah, I feel like this is supposed to be like some kind of shrink thing or something. Like Times Square. Temperature's dropping big time. Maybe the furnace then? Hopefully he doesn't kill himself. Volt batteries. Yeah, I'm sure the battery, steel wool, and fuel would turn into a fantastic file. The old book, paperclip, and a battery. I mean, you think that... don't know what you're gonna do with a paper clip and a battery. A battery in steel wool and a battery in a paper clip both sound bad. But paper sounds good, but fuel sounds good. Try to... Googled it. Oh no, that sounds like a terrible animal. I don't know, just rubbing batteries on steel wool with fuel on it. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't even want to imagine what happens if you took batteries and rubbed them on steel wool that has fuel on them. Don't kill yourself, man. Die! Don't pull on. Uh-oh. Hi. You friendly? Okay, he's clearly insane. Holy everything. Half monster, half man staring at me. Just had tentacles come out of it. Ooh, different tune of music. Are you really typing? What the fuck is this? Is this real? Don't be afraid. You need to think about this rationally. My conclusion is he's either going crazy or this is some kind of therapy session that's doing this. I don't feel good. Maybe this is like he's drugged out and he's hallucinating everything. Maybe with its consciousness. Can't fight it. It's strong enough. It doesn't want to hurt you. You have to kill it. If he's going crazy, that would probably mean this thing represents him in some fashion. I'm gonna go try a persona route here. Because, like, a shadow... While shadow will kill you for denying it, a shadow wants you to accept it, not to deny it. So, if we're going, like, in a persona kind of esque thing... Yeah, I'm starting to border more that he's going insane. Weak. Who knows? That sounds about right. If This thing is supposed to be like some representation of him. But to your true self, young Quinn. I mean, come on. I don't know what that part I'm not sure. You know you can leave anytime you want. That sounds like the kind of idea I'm going down. It's there to finish you for good. That sounds like if you believe in this. Don't want to give up. Because if he's going insane or something, there's something wrong then. Let's try this. I'm going on this train of thought here. This is weird. He's just typing on his phone. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know. Hello. How are you doing? I'm starting to think that this might be transcending being a shrink. I think maybe we're supposed to represent his inner thoughts, maybe. It was all your fault, just admit it. It's not your fault. There's something wrong. We're finishing stay, and then we're going to be going to Ragnarok with Pad. I didn't want to leave this game too long since it keeps track of time, and Quentin can apparently die after so long, so I wanted to make sure to finish it today. I don't know what, but Quentin, you gotta get over whatever the fuck's wrong here. Okay, I'm going with it. He's probably trapped somewhere, losing his mind over something. Monster's Ball? What the fuck? Now we're back to neutral and trust. Bond went down the peel. Or went up the peel. Whatever it was, whatever it meant. A trail of ash with a piece of stained glass. There's no circle there on that one. So are you familiar with Stay? In case you're curious, I'm playing the actual physical edition for PlayAsia of the game. Not sure if you're familiar with it. This is a blind playthrough. And then, if I don't get a decent ending or something, I may do a replay with a little more guidance on what to do. So we got like 4 objects that have a blue circle on them. We got like a D, some other killer I'm not sure of, an L. I think there was something else. And the pills in his pocket hasn't done anything. He just bought them up one time. But everything's just going crazy right now. End of a scripted path. No clock on it. So, is whatever was a threat gone now? The cat hasn't really done anything else. What the hell's that? How'd the cat get down here? The cat keeps getting into places it shouldn't be getting to. He bought me something else. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How the hell did it carry the box down here? Bonfire artists. 29% of the users, including you, love creating that beautiful chemical reaction from scratch and turning it into art. The magic behind that dazzling yet dangerous, powerful yet thing that is fire. Or maybe you're just an organized group of... Group of what? Group of what? People picked battery, steel, wool, and fuel. So, like, I'm afraid to YouTube anyone who's even tried to make a fire with that, because that sounds like a safety hazard like hell. I mean, to be fair, paper clips and batteries don't sound like a good idea either, but... I don't know. Rubbing batteries on wool that has gas on it sounds like a good way to burn yourself. Yeah, because, see, when we shut down an hour, we had like 10 minutes of wait time from breaks. An hour and 21 minutes and 33 seconds went by. The cat, when the cat showed up, it said there were 13 hours left. I don't know if that's the actual amount of time you have. Yeah, you got some Animal Crossing shenanigans going here. Lex Luthor. There's no rush. I'm here for as long as it takes if you feel like talking about those memories. Whatever's going on in your brain, you really need to put it... I think that's not going to end up in... Let's try to be a little more comforting here. To remember or to forget. To be philosophical or a video game. But your bad memories make you too, Quinn. Okay, this is starting to get kind of Persona-y. Try that one. Okay, that gave us some bond. In theory, but I wouldn't imagine too many are good at that. Oh, I hope this doesn't turn into Y2K. Oh, we're gonna mess with this thing now. Now, what do we got here? Stuff in our inventories available to look at. That activates it. Let's I... Ah, there. So what do I got to work with? We got A... We got the whole alphabet. That's the whole alphabet. These are all numbers. And so we're working with a 4, 5, 6 combination. I gotta look through everything I got. I don't even remember what the password was. It was in fucking LAN. There was like an easy way to scroll between everything. Toilet we never messed with. Now what I want to see if there was anything else. Where'd my cursor go? Let's see if there's anything else that has those blue. I was going to say yellow for some reason. Those blue circles. We've had that for ages. I don't get what the point of the peacock on the building was, though. About the nudist. So I'm not sure because the angle. It has 2 full lines on both the bottom and top, so it's not an L, so I would guess it's either a slant. I guess it's a capital I, maybe? Or luminal 1, maybe? We did have shit with numbers. Also, I don't know if it's... The D's not in cursive. It's very squibbly. Then this had an L. Then this has XX and II. XXII. Hey Dan, still at work? So that gives us 2, 4, 5, 6. So we got an extra, but so X is 10 now. So that's 10, 10, 2. Well, wait a minute. If it was Roman numerals, when the number was before, so that would be 22 then. If that was Roman numerals. Yeah. That would be 22. So that would give us 2 numbers there. Then we got like 2 letters and a letter number. So that leaves us 1 short. What do you think? Do you think that's an I or 1? L-I-D D-I-L I-D-L. Yeah, you're still at work? So no results yet, huh? And I did not see a blue circle on anything else. Looks like an I. So you think an I. But the thing is, if we go with 22, LDI, 2 rows are letters. So we got 3 letters. We got 22. So that's 2 numbers, but we got 3 letters and we need 2 numbers. I-D-L. And L's on a ace. An ace can represent 11. Why circle the L then? Why circle an L if you wanted to represent 11? So if we go with I and D, that would be, well, ID 11 22. If we take the those are, if that is an I and not a 1, that's 2 letters right there, which would be our 2 letters. And if that's a Roman numeral, that means it's 22. Which means that we need to dictate 2 numbers off of L. A spade. What else? I don't know anything numeric related to spades. L. Why an L? But I is 1. See, that's what I was wondering, but then that brings us to a different problem. If that is a 1, and then we're supposed to use L and D, then the different problem we get then is we're still missing a number. So then the question, if we go with that logic, plus we wouldn't even know what goes first, you know, LD. numeral for L is 50. Wait, L's a Roman numeral? Maybe you're supposed to use all in Roman numerals. I didn't even know L could be a Roman numeral for 50. So if that's the case, D is 500. But then if we go that way, then we don't have two numbers then. L gives us two numbers. Damn, did you skip school? I don't remember Roman numeral. Did I skip school? Hey, I was really good at math. Actually, I personally actually didn't even know Roman numerals went past X, because I always thought you would use 1, V, and X to make everything. I didn't know you could even... In other words, like, I would figure you would just have 5 X's for 50. I didn't actually know there was other things you could use. That, or at least I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna look that up after this. Especially if this is white. I never claimed to be perfect at math for Romans. Because who really messes with high numbers in Roman numerals? So, now the question is, does 50 or 22 come for us then? Well, we got 2, so... Well, son of a bitch. Okay, I'm definitely gonna look that up about the L. I've no... That's interesting. I actually never knew that. So... Some chick is in this photo. How do you deal with mixed feelings? It's the other half of the photo from the fullness. No, I don't think you're lying. I wasn't aware of that. I'm just kind of curious if it's like rarely known, or like I've literally never, like I said, I always thought you would just use 5 X's. I've literally never seen anyone use an L to represent 50 in anything. But to be fair, I've very rarely ever seen, like, anything past, like, the 10s that does Roman numerals. Yeah, that's going to be weird now. Photos. All of this for some photos. I don't get it. You're not making any sense. I don't get why it would be photos. You weren't paying attention then, comrade. I guess most people do not listen when they intend to understand. They listen when they intend to reply. That's okay, I can't blame you. M. C is 500. Wait a second. Okay, this will give me a second to look. I see X, V, and I right there. I always see Roman numerals represented by X, a V, and an I. Let's see, a protective talisman of the living and dead, eternally renew of life. Shows you the crossroads of life where you choose to continue the same old path or peer down a path of awakenment and enlightenment. C is 100, D is 500. There's a scarab necklace inside the box. Protection and transformation. He's just spewing out all kinds of mythological beliefs. I didn't even get to read all that. Oh, that's not good. And upstairs. And will you have a choice? That part still remains to be questionable. Yeah, I don't know what number the Super Bowl is up to now, but they always use Roman numerals. Using walkie films as a reference. I mean, like I said, I never seen anything, like anything. Even the Super Bowl, which I don't watch, but I've never seen anything use anything but X, V, and I's to make up any number. So we got follow and forget about him. What? I think there was a typing issue there. If this is in his head... A photo of him and some girl in like a graduation. Could it represent him? Something he did? I want to see what he says when I say search. It's a Simpsons thing. Oh! They're gonna be Bond in. That's good. So he's gonna go anyway. They're barefooted. An interesting thing to note. I'm always picking the minority. 90% of users include you. Despite your lack of common sense, must be loyal, curious, and fun-loving people. And most of all, known that sometimes we have to go deep inside ourselves to solve our problems. Always the minority. I swear almost like 95% of these I've chose the minority. Chapter 24. I have to, like, look up what the hell all these chapter names mean. Would have thought you've noticed the because in the beginning of the game, he said he had no feet and no shoes on. If we're going on the theory that he's like either fighting his inner torment, pretty sure it's Latin. Here I was thinking it was psychiatrist terms, maybe. I don't know a lick of Latin, so I can't see. Well, technically, you chased him after I told you to search for an exit. Could you imagine this situation, just typing on a phone while some guy who supposedly kidnapped you is down the hallway? Actually, that's a fair point. You got me there, Pat. Grab him. Get out. Be careful. Losing signal. What's wrong? Turn back. No, I think it's pretty clear he wants to face him at this point. I had to stay on the failed Bearland because Portuguese comes from. Oh. Well, hopefully the titles aren't spoiling perhaps the chapters, maybe. I'd say it's pretty clear at this point, no matter what Quinn wants to encounter this person, so I don't think turning back's gonna be a good option, so there was a lot of stack. No. Static? You mean heal you? You're typing. How am I supposed to heal you? This is a text message. Looks exactly like the first room where it all began and where I first met you. There's two options. It's going to face me in all this swag. Or either way, I'm taking my chances. I'm not gonna even say the or. Gonna actually lose signal with Quinn? He used the title. You stayed with me through the bad and worse. I promise to stay and help you. I'm here with you, Quinn. Believe me, I saw a few deaths, so... happened in what? And that's it, You don't get to be a part of the story anymore? So he looped back to the forest room. ID 5022. Oh, wait a minute, wasn't that on the TV? The octopus tuxedo thing. That was on the TV, wasn't it? So what, is he going through some trippy shit because his friend date died? So he forgot like some dinner date and she got ran over. Alternative ending 4. Ooh. I hope that's not gonna do that every time. Yeah, it's doing that every time. Damn. What's that supposed to mean? Master of Latin, tell me these words. I have no idea. See, so I know this company does a lot of Vita ports for PlayAsia. I can't make out the logo of the people who made this on the corner. It's really small in here. Showed it when we see, so see if maybe the manual has a better picture for it. The trophy list. Pretty decent sized booklet there. Not the true ending, start over. Like I said, that'll be a Wii Play thing if... It didn't seem like a bad ending. But, I mean, wasn't necessarily a fulfilling ending at the same time. I mean, it didn't explain anything really. What the hell did we go through? Was it in his mind? Is he insane? It showed him laying in a bed at 4:44, looking at a piece of paper with the... Like, was he in shock? Like, was this like the night after this happened and he went to bed in shock over it? That would explain the tentacle thing with it, though. It was an octopus truck had an octopus at least. Oh, what? Oh, never mind. It's typing in multiple people. I was gonna say, are we mistyping the credits as well? I don't know. I do know that they have a Twitter account. When I actually did the morning tweet on Twitter, I did include the developer of the game. The people who ported the game to the Vita and the developer actually messaged me twice. He messaged me good luck and to look after Quinn, basically, and then after the stream, I replied to that, saying I made the chapter 22 and I had to get dinner on that, but we're gonna finish up so Quinn's not left alone. He said I'm so close. So, they know English. At least whoever handles their Twitter account. Looks like this got localized in a lot of things. So, since we're seeing here at the credits, let's bust out this booklet, see if it tells anything about those little orby things. Puzzle guide. Oh. It actually talks about... Well, it's a good thing I didn't look at the booklet. The wall. The wall and the mystic peacock that sits atop it can be a confusing puzzle for anyone unfamiliar with early 90s desktop games. But once you understand the rules, you'll be able to knock it down in no time. Puzzle works similarly to Minesweeper, as the bricks pushed show you how many of the surrounding bricks should be remain pushed. Each brick gives information about the surrounding bricks, but not about itself. For instance, the bricks displaying the number 2 out of a possibility of 6 is telling you that it is touching 2 good bricks. The correct pattern is hinted by the symbol on the peacock's tail. It would be the eye, then, I would imagine. So yeah, the book has hints about the puzzles and stuff. Oh, and here's the to be continued. So, we stayed for 7 hours, and we were away for 4:21. Map. The map puzzle, you will need to use the symbols of the paper found at the bottom left, depending on your logistics abilities. The symbols on the paper may be extra helpful, as each row shows numbers corresponding to the certain region, with a number circled at each row to indicate the order. First row is Chinese 5, second row is Greek 3, third row is Arabic 4, fourth row is Hindu 7, and fifth row is Cherokee 2. See, the map puzzle, I think, was bullshit. Like, how, like, if there was something in the game that explained that, to any degree would have been something, but there's nothing that tells you any of that shit. How are you supposed to know those are numbers? That's kind of bullshit. The Mirror Maze. This puzzle is essentially an 8x8 grid maze chosen randomly from 4 possibility configurations. Oh, they even give you a grid you can draw the maze on in the book. What's the time away? Does it calculate the time? Yeah, that's the time I was literally away. When we shut down and then came back in my break times. The furnace, the photo. Battle. Once the battle begins, you are expected to talk Quinn through it and feed him the correct lines of guidance and encouragement. Your experiences throughout the story should help you choose the correct dialogue options. If chosen perfectly, Quinn will avoid all the attacks. Cryptics. Final puzzle of the game is finding out the combination of the cryptics Quinn has found. Note that you can access your inventory and that the 3 items required to solve the puzzle have all been marked with a blue pin. Each of the objects, there was either an A plain number, a letter, and a numeral coming out of 6 digits total. It doesn't even mention the L. And there's an art gallery here. There's 2 pictures we didn't see, some sketches. So you have to do it all quickly? That I don't know. That would depend on what factors into the ending. I mean, like I said, it didn't seem like necessarily a bad ending, but it also didn't seem like a very conclusionary ending at the same time. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. It doesn't tell me, it didn't see anything about what the 4 orbs represent, though. See, it just says his status, but it doesn't tell you what they mean. Yeah, it's interesting, it gives you hints about the puzzles a little bit in the game, though. It's actually a nice little idea, because to be honest, 2 of the puzzles will... Like I said, I get the wall puzzle, but it's a little confusing at first, personally for me. But that map puzzle, I think, is absolute bullshit. So, wait, not that. So there is a fast option there when we were first doing the sound testing thing this morning. So got 15 rooms out of 19, and 27 objects out of 44. Let's take a look at the trophies. So we may look into maybe doing another playthrough of that in the future. Obviously, wanting it on fast. I'll likely look up how to get whatever was considered the true ending, which I would imagine would probably explain a bit more. And in case you're wondering what the hell is this I Am Hero, that was actually another Vita game I set up for today, just in case we beat this game pretty quick today. Because sometimes Pad may show up early and sometimes he didn't. So I did that in case I had something. So I got almost 50% of the trophies. Who are you, stranger? Life within a life. Don't lose sight of the North. Oh, when you look at that, the eyes actually look kind of similar to him. At least the skin, the eyeballs look the same, and the complexion of the skin around them look like his. So maybe it did represent him. Dance with the ugliest partner, quacking the final cup. He just literally just took his picture and just did weird things to it. Reach the final chapter with the highest emotional bond. Reach the final chapter with the highest level of trust. And then you can't reveal hidden trophies in the Vita. You have to be on PS4 for that. Become the perfect soulmate and never leave Quentin. So you gotta do that in like one go. Unveil all the secret rooms. Well, we'll see about doing a replay sometime in the future. Now that we got the general gist of the game, we could probably replay a good portion of it really fast, especially if the dialogue goes by really, really fast. There, that logo in the bottom right there, that's the developers. The people in the bottom left are like East Asian Soft is PlayAsia's basically game distribute and then the logo below it is the people who ported it to the Vita. I think they did the Switch and PS4 versions too, which Red Art's game, if you interested in this game, while the PlayAsia version, which is the Vita, is sold out, I believe Red Arts does have PS4 and Switch copies of Stay. So, found the game interesting, you can always look in that. Likely the digital route would be the cheaper route, though. I would probably not be shocked if this game pretty cheap to get digitally on sales. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Overall, the majority of the meat of the game should be pretty fast. The only thing I probably need to look up is just that the angle for all the map shit real quick, and aside from that, everything else should be really quick. So I need to know what dictates the ending is, so I'm probably going to have to go look into that. But that'll be for another time.